Dark Souls. Prepare to Die Edition. Hey guys, Foxy here, and today I'm going to start my first Let's Play series with one of my favorite game series of all time, Dark Souls. And Dark Souls is a game that I played not when it first came out, but maybe a year or two after it did. And I started out with, I believe, Dark Souls 1, and it was great, but back then I was younger and I didn't have the fortitude to get through this tough game, and I only played like halfway through it. Um, Years later, I went back and actually played it all the way through, beat it all, including the DLC, which this includes. And so I wanted to play through it again as my first Let's Play because it's my favorite series. So um, we're gonna see how this goes. I've never done this before, so I'm gonna try my best to keep talking to myself because that's insane. So let's get into this. We're gonna start a new game, and okay, enter my character's name. We're gonna name myself Foxy. That's my name. Sex, we're gonna be a female because we're gonna be a foxy lady, if you know what I mean. Class, I usually play a knight class, a warrior kind of deal with a shield and sword, broadsword kind of deal, longsword. Uh, well, I think I'm gonna try something new. I don't know if I want to get into sorcery. I'm not the biggest fan of sorcery or miracles, but ooh, maybe we can go deprived. Start out a little under leveled. You know what? Let's go deprived. Let's go fucking deprived. Let's do it. Gift. So the master key is a it's an item that everyone likes to pick because like new to people the game like to pick because they see it and they're like, oh, well, we can open up doors and whatnot that we're not supposed to. Maybe we can get something good. Well, I don't like picking it because I like going through the game in order, so we're not gonna pick that. Tiny Beans ring. This very misleading. It says it slowly recovers HP. That's not true. It only gives you a little bit more HP than you have, so we're not gonna pick that either. Pendant. This is a pretty good item. That does nothing. Nothing at all. Has no meaning to the game. And Miyazaki, the creator of the game, of the series, put it in there with no meaning at all. And a lot of people thought throughout the Dark Souls 1 when it first released that this had some secret meaning, but it never did. We are not going to pick it. I think I'm going to go with Twin Humanities. Humanity is an important part of the game, and I'm gonna keep that. Now we're gonna be a foxy lady, so maybe not large or any of this. Let's just go with average face. Astora. Yeah, that'd be cool to be from Astora. Astora's a place that's pretty important to the Dark Souls series if you have no clue about Dark Souls at all. I'll try to explain it along as I go, but let's not get too far ahead. But we'll pick that just because I think it looks alright. Hair. No. No. Nah. That might be. We'll go with the bun. I think, yeah. We'll go with bun. Color. So I kind of like the gray look, but that gray kind of looks weird. Maybe silver. Yeah, silver. Yeah, silver. Kind of like what's her face from The Witcher series. I do want to customize her a bit more. God, yeah, let's be more feminine. Just Jesus, this character creator is awful compared to what they have in Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3 these days. You know what? Just keep that. I don't want to go into all that. Okay, let's start.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire. And with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone skins. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side. Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Don't look, people. She was quite Foxy until she became a zombie. was the opening cutscene. And if you've never played Dark Souls before and you probably have no idea what just happened. You had no idea what was going on. But a lot of that is very important to the story. And throughout this playthrough, I'm going to try to go into it, try to dissect the story, try to tell you kind of what's happening if you've never played this before, to the best of my ability. And well, I don't want to go too far into that cutscene right now. I'll try to go along as I can, but basically what you need to know is that we are undead, and we are marked by the dark sign, which is in our inventory right here. So the dark sign signifies an accursed undead. Those branded with it are reborn after death, but will one day lose their mind and go hollow. Death triggers the dark sign, which returns its bearer to the last bonfire roasted at, but at the cost of all humanity and souls. So all these items have descriptions of what they do and also the lore behind it. So I'm going to try to go through all these items the best I can and, you know, try to connect that with the story. So basically, you're undead. I'm undead. That's why I look like a zombie, and I'm not super Foxy right now. But so you're undead, and if you keep on dying over and over, you're eventually going to go hollow. And going hollow basically means that you've lost your mind. You're like a real zombie. You lost your mind. You know, all you're going to do is try to attack people. So let's move on here. I am not quite hollow. I am undead though. This person right here is a hollow. They have lost their mind. Let's go back. Let's read these messages. So these messages are on the ground. They tell you how to play the game. Most of these messages here in the Undead Asylum, that's where we're at, are put there by the developer from software. Just basically telling you how to play the game. So right stick controls your camera controls. Let's see what this says. RB to attack. Yep. So let's attack this fool. Easy. What's this say? Strong attack. Yep. Right trigger. A lot of people when they start this game, they don't notice this right here, but that is a boss that I will fight much later into this playthrough. Alright, let's try my strong attack out. Let's hit it a couple times. There we go. So, okay. I mean, I know how to play the game. I've played this a few times. What's this say? Yep. I know how to target people. Get over here. Yeah. Funny thing is that we're killing these guys and they're just gonna come back. Like they're undead. They don't die. Let's get out of here. So yeah, as you saw, that guy, he dropped a corpse in our cell, which let us out with a key. And so that guy who dropped the corpse is actually pretty important, actually, for the story. So let's rest here at the bonfire. Resting at bonfires is like a checkpoint. A bonfire is a checkpoint. And once you rest at a bonfire, all the enemies in that area will come back. So you don't want to constantly rest at bonfires because the enemies around you are going to keep coming back. So let's go in here. This is a great part of the game. Walk into this big room. This room, oh man, oh wait, what's that up there? Could be nothing. It's definitely does not look like an arena of some sort. Oh, what's this say? Get away from, oh shit. Oh shit. So let's get out of there. Nope. A lot of people will try to fight that guy right there. That is not what you want to do. You want to go through this doorway. This weapon that I have currently is a broken straight sword, and it will do shit all damage to that guy. So we gotta move on. Get another bonfire. Let's rest at it. Alright. Now up here. Get your shield. Up to the left here. Got our plank shield. That's what we arrived. Go into our equipment. This is our weapons here. This is our right hand equipment. We can equip two weapons at the same time, switch between them. This one's for our shields. I mean, you could put weapons in this if you wanted to, but I'm gonna put a shield there. Alright. Now we can actually blow up these arrows that go at 2 miles per hour. Now this guy's supposed to run back. Because right there, that shiny behind him is my weapon. I'm just gonna go pick it up. Yeah, run away. Yeah, just give me a second, dude. Let me get my club. Alright. Whack him. I actually haven't used the club that often. In any of my playthroughs, so this is interesting. I never played Deprived before. So, I don't know if it's supposed to be that much harder, but we're gonna find out. Okay. Here's a fog door, or in this game it's called the white light. Traverse the white light. Usually it signifies, like in the other games most of the time, a boss arena that you're about to walk into. In this game, since it's like the first of the series, I feel like they didn't know what to use it for exactly, so sometimes it's pretty random. We'll just take you into another part of the room that you otherwise could have went into if there was no white light. So over here, nothing, I don't believe. Yeah, nothing over here. And through this little hole in the wall, little gate, you can see the guy who dropped that body in the shiny, the key. And he's just laying there looking at something, looking at the light. Can't really get in there, it's kind of blocked off. We'll go down here. And we're back into the room with the first bonfire. We're gonna sit down here. Make sure you get that checkpoint. Leave. And, well, let's see where we should go next. Up here, classic trap. See that boulder? Just trigger that, get out of the way, breaks the wall behind us. A lot of people get hit by that, but luckily I know what I'm doing. So here is the knight that helped us out. Let's talk to him.
Oh, you. You're no hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you?
Yeah, we'll hear him out.
Regrettably, I have failed in my mission. But perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the Undead Asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite.
Alright, this is our healing item. It's going to be healing our health. Very important.
Oh, and this.
And a key.
Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now. And thank you.
So this knight here, he was actually, a lot of things were cut from this game in development, and he was one of them. His name in the game files, I believe, is Oscar of Astora. As I said, the store is pretty important in the Dark Souls universe, but Oscar here was supposed to be a main character sort of like us, going throughout the game and trying to complete what we need to complete. Sadly, Oscar got the wrath of Miyazaki, and he's dead. So let's walk out of here. He gave us what we needed, and if you listen closely, hear a little slash, and he's gone. He killed himself. So let's look at this flask. We'll see what it says. The undead treasure these dull green flasks filled with essence at bonfire fills HP. The extra flasks are linked to the fire keepers. The dark tales also make reference. An emerald flask from the keeper's soul She lives to protect the flame and dies to protect it further. So, as I said before, the Estus Flask is going to help us throughout this game. It's our healing item. And every time we rest on a bonfire, our Estus will replenish. Right now we have 5, so if I rested there after using 1, it would go back to 5. So let's go up here. See this bastard threw that boulder at us. Get out of here. And this guy gave us this key to unlock this door. Let's move on. I don't need to read these messages. Let's just get right into this. Yep. A few guys over here. Ever since I played Bloodborne, I have not really used... I mean, I have used my shield, but I have used double-handing and kind of ruined a lot more than just walking my shield. So that's where you're going to see me doing a lot of rolling, a lot of shit, instead of using my shield. Okay, so in here, this guy is meant to be a guide to show you how to parry. So parrying is left trigger on your controller, and you have to time it right when the enemy attacks you. So let's see if I get this. No, oh god. Okay, okay, dude. You know what? You want some? You want some? I can't even do a normal attack. There we go. Alright. I failed a few times, but I got it. I got it. This guy in here is going crazy. So, the great thing about Dark Souls is its level design, and this Undead Asylum here is not the best representation, but it does show you how the Souls games have a lot of verticality, especially Dark Souls 1. A lot of verticality that wrap around on themselves. So we're going to see here, as soon as I go through this door, we're going to be met with that demon again. He'll be right below us. And this is the Asylum demon. And don't wait up on that ledge too long because he will jump up there, so get right down into the fight. We're going to two-hand here because we're not going to block. Ow. Just roll through the attacks. Got a little frame rate issue going on. This guy's really simple to kill. He's not too hard. You want to stay close to him and just, when he swings at you or does a move like this, just back away, roll through his attacks. Really easy. Really easy. And he was the Asylum, and he drops the big Pilgrim's Key. Let's go read that item description. He also gave us Humanity, which is another very important item in this game. We'll start off with Humanity. So, Humanity. Rare tiny black sprite found in corpses, used to gain 1 Humanity and restore a large amount of HP. This black sprite is called Humanity, but little is known about its true nature. If the soul is the source of all life, then what distinguishes the humanity we hold within ourselves? So, if you use humanity, it will restore all your HP to you, and also in the top left corner where it says 0, 0, it will go 0, 1 if I use 1 right now, and it will keep track of how much humanity you use. And humanity has good uses like summoning other players to your world to help you fight. You have to be human in order to do that. So let's move on. Actually, before we move on, let's look at this key. Big Pilgrim's Key. Key to the inner door of the Undead Asylum's main hall. Big key belonging to a chosen undead pilgrim. Chosen undead. I think we're the chosen undead. But this chosen undead knows not what this pilgrimage has in store. I think I have a little bit. I think I know a little bit about what's in store here since. Well, 1, I played this game, and 2, Oscar over there kind of told us that we need to ring a bell. So let's open up this door and see what's up. Nothing much out here. Let's just say back. No, I don't need to go back. Good job. Go straight ahead. Go straight ahead, like where the message is facing, or up there? Not up here. There's actually a little area up here to the right, which is this crow's nest, and you'll hear here in a second. Actually, it did not go off. It's supposed to do an audio cue when you go over that, but it did not do that. Okay, it's weird. I'm not sure why, but there's many things I don't know about this game, even though I know a lot. Alright, let's go up here.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the Undead Asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordred.